Our VA's produced probably 100 leads in the past month, and so we're going to be calling from that list. And then we also have some warm brokers or some brokers that we can call as well.
Yeah, a broker conversation is very different than an owner conversation. So we're going to demonstrate the more difficult. Think of it this way. A broker wants to sell. That's how they make a living, right? They feed their families that way. So they're going to try to find you a deal. So that's a quicker path, but it's more competitive, right? So you go directly to a seller. That's where you get your best deals. That's where you get your home runs. Your broker deals are going to be base hits, using a baseball analogy. So I'll keep using that analogy until a better analogy works. How's that? If you guys come up with it. Okay, I think we're going live. If they figure it out, that's fantastic. If they don't, you'll just have to trust me. This is the first one. Owner is. This is a 14-door complex in.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice
Next.
7-3.
I'm leaving a voicemail. Hey, this is Dan Levan. My assistant gave you a call earlier, and she said that you may be interested in selling some of your properties. The only one that I'm aware of is in, but I'd love to have a conversation with you sometime. My number you probably are getting, but look forward to the conversation. Take care. The next one is, hello, this is Dan. Is this?
Yes.
Hey, my assistant called you probably last week about some of your properties in Akoya. Are you?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's a cold call, but are you interested in selling? Because we're buying right now. I'm
full disclosure, as I told him, I'm not a game player. I'm happy to send you guys stuff if you guys want to have a discussion. It sounds like that may be the case, but it's studio apartments. We have a number in mind. It is 1.8, just to be fully transparent.
Okay, that's good.
We're just kind of sitting on it. Frankly, it may be more than what you want to pay, but we found it to be just a great area in the market. We're sitting on it. It's cash flowing, so we haven't messed with it. And as I told whoever called, I think
the assistant, yes.
I told him the crux for us is that we have a little bit of a heavier-handed GP group with us on this one, and to exit out of it for all of us to make sense, we need to reach that number. So that's why we are just kind of sitting for now. And if somebody does offer a number that makes sense, at least 1.8, then we're willing to have a conversation and part with it. But otherwise, we're just going to continue to sit on it for another year or two.
Well, Russell, let's see if we can put some let's put a pencil to this. Sure. I want to just confirm you're about 90% occupancy, my notes say, and 16 units?
We're 100% occupied.
100% occupied. Okay, fantastic. Yeah. And what year vintage is this?
That's a great question. It is a 60s vintage, probably. Let me double check. Payne Avenue. Embarrassed to say, I don't know the answer for you. Because sorry, 72, but let me double
72?
Make
okay.
Sure that's right. But I'm writing that down to make sure I got the vintage correctly. Yep.
Yeah, and can you give me your gross rents right now?
Yeah, we're $950 and haven't even pushed anything. We're just $950 across the board for everybody.
Okay, and they're all the same. Is that a one bedroom, one bath type of thing?
Yeah, just studio apartments, just sufficient studios for that area.
Okay. Are you drawing?
The airport.
Are you drawing? I mean, you're close to Knoxville. Are you drawing students there, or who's your tenant base?
We're too far out from drawing students over there. It's not really a student-based kind of play. It's more of a workforce housing type approach play, and so we're more interested in workforce housing type product, and so that's where we go after we see a void in the market, and so that's kind of our typical buy box.
That's okay. Well, you know what? This is my cell phone. Is this your cell phone, by the way?
Yes, sir. Yeah, it is. Yes.
Okay. After this, because I don't have an email address, it's kind of hard to give an offer without an email address.
Yeah.
Why don't you
text you a good email address?
Please text me that. That would be fantastic.
Yeah, I'd be happy to. Yeah, for sure.
Well, good. Well, I'm going to try to put a pencil to that this afternoon and get you something.
Answer for you.
Yeah.
I'm happy to answer anything for you and have a conversation or anything if you want to put pencil paper, have any more, and I'll go through everything. make sure I'm not missing anything. I'll check on vintage. Happy to pull a rent roll and all those things. And I'll,
Boy, that
if
would
you
be
want to
great.
send something, happy to send all that back for you because at some point, right, if we get into due diligence, you'll need all that anyway. So,
Well,
nothing
definitely.
to hide on our end. I'd rather just go ahead and have a conversation. If you guys are serious and you send something over, we'll happy to be transparent about where we are and you guys can figure out if it makes sense or not.
Yeah. Just for curiosity, too, when's the last time the units have been renovated?
It was renovated right before we purchased it in 23, so it was renovated in 22, fully renovated. So we have luckily not had to touch it, which was nice. The previous owner, he was having a disposition need to be done with the product, so we got very lucky and picked up something that was renovated.
Nice. Well, congratulations on that.
And there's some additional land as well, too, that's adjacent to it. We haven't even thought about going on, but it would come along with the purchase as well, too.
How much land is next to it?
I think it's about 1/4 of an acre.
Not too much, but a little bit.
Not too much. I think it may be 1/4 to a half, but it's basically you could do the same footprint on top of it. You can do another 16 over there, but we haven't even thought about doing it. The whole area is owned, I think, except for from us. There's another landowner that basically owns everything on that street, and I do not know their name, but if you look it up on the property records, you can see where it's for our group, and then the same owner everywhere else.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, fantastic.
Food for thought there.
Well, you know what I'll do is I'll put I'll do a little bit of back end stuff, see if it makes sense, and let me get back to you today.
For sure. And
All right.
I'll text you an email address. I'm sorry. What was your name again? I apologize.
Daniel Levan, Levan.
Daniel, nice to meet you. I appreciate the phone call, and I'll send you a text message again. Nice speaking with you, Daniel.
I will promise I'll get you some numbers. And if we come close to the 1.8, even if we don't get quite 1.8, we will. If we're close, we'll come back to you. All right?
That sounds great. Love to have a conversation. Sounds like we may have some mutual interests in other things as well.
Absolutely.
Or you might at some point. So keep my number. Let's talk again. Thanks, Daniel. I appreciate it. Talk to
All
you
right.
soon.
Take care,
I'll
Russell.
text you now.
Bye-bye.
Give it up for Dan.
Hey.
Woo! Walk us through what you were thinking there, Dan, as you were evaluating that. Give us a breakdown on what you heard versus what he said.
I'm just trusting that he got it all. Because I'm not taking any notes.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be cool to have a note taker every time you were making a phone call?
I tell you, Jack, where are you?
Human AI.
Human AI.
All right, walk us through it, Jack.
Wait a minute. The other guy called back, so let's give him a call back right away. And so we'll get 2 deals to walk through.
Rapid fire.
Hello.
Hey, is this?
It is.
Hey, I guess you called me back. My apologies. I was on another call at that time. But my assistant called you last week, and you've got a couple properties that you'd be open to having a conversation about selling?
I think you were talking about what's your assistant's name?
That's a great question. Alex, I think it is. You still there?
Yeah, I'm waiting for you to think.
Oh, yeah. No, she made notes about it's.
Okay, that's a different phone call. Okay, I get about 3 or 4 of these phone calls a week.
Do you really? Well, you must have a lot of property then.
Well, I have had a lot of problems.
Okay, well, I mean, we're in the buying mode right now, so, if just because I called about these properties, if you have other properties, I'd love to be able to talk to you about them.
All right, well, let me answer Woodmont first. What do you need to know?
Well, I'm looking at it says 14 units. She did not put down the vintage. What year? Let's just look at the what year were these built, approximately?
They're all on one lot, so I can't sell them separate.
Okay, you can sell them all together?
Yeah, I can only sell them all together.
Okay, well, that's fine. So how many doors is it 14 for all 3 addresses?
There's 2 5s and a 4.
Okay. And
15 and 21 are 5 units, and 17 is a 4 unit.
Okay. I can see that on my notes. Good. And what's the occupancy approximately?
What's the what?
What's the occupancy? Are they all rented?
They stay full all the time.
Oh, that's good. That's good news. That's fantastic. And do you know what year they were built, approximately?
I don't really, but I'm going to say 1990.
Okay.
But I don't 100% know the answer to that.
Don't worry about it. It's close. That's all that matters. We're looking for approximation. So, and can I ask one other question? What is your gross rents on these 14 units, approximately?
I've got. Let's see. Can you just jot them down?
Can I jot down what?
Can you jot down the numbers? I'm driving.
Oh, I can jot down the numbers, yes.
Okay, 15-1 is 900. 2 is 900. See, 3 is 900.
Okay, are you giving me the actual rents for the number of bedrooms?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. My notes aren't quite that accurate. Can you repeat that again?
All right, 1, 2, and 3 are all at 900. I really think one of them might be at 950, but I'd rather undershoot you as overshoot you.
Uh-huh.
So 900, 900, 900, and 4 is 700, or
Okay.
5 is 625.
Okay. So, so the
17.
average is probably about 800, 850, you think?
Well, that's what I was going to guess, but I really hadn't added it up here lately. So
No, I understand. I've got enough doors. I wouldn't. It's kind of a hard question to answer when you're driving.
yeah, 17-1 is 900, 2 is 750, 3 is 650, and 4 is 900.
Okay. Well,
And then 21-1 is 900. 2 is 650, 3 is 650, 4 is 625, and I think 5 is 600.
okay. That's helpful. Do you think that? Do you have anything in mind as far as your asking price?
No, not really. I mean, you call me, you know what you've got to deal with.
Yeah, I get it.
I do, I can tell you, once you make up your mind and give me a ballpark figure, I can tell you if it's worth our while to continue the conversation.
Yeah. No, well, how about this? Is this yourself, by the way? Since you're you're driving, can you text me your email? Because in order to give you an offer, I've got to probably do that in writing, or would you rather have a verbal first? What's your thoughts?
It doesn't matter, but my email is my name and my wife's name together.
You know what? I'm going to text you my email address just in case I didn't get that right, and then you can text me back yours. How's that sound?
Sounds good.
Just kind of curious. Is this more of an opportunistic call, or are you actually planning to sell? Were you thinking about it previously or not?
Everything's always for sale.
Yeah, I like it. You're right.
I've had $1 million offer on this one, and
Nice.
that did make me think twice on this that. But also, if I were to sell everything according to what my master plan is, this and one more would be the last two I said.
Okay. Well, you know what? Let's have a conversation on this one, and if you have one other one that's for sale too, we'll have a conversation after that. Let's first work on one.
I'm fixing to tell you right now.
Sure.
This is it, and it's called, and there's 24 units here, and they are 6
24 units.
groups of 4.
6 group of 4.
Yeah, and they're like duplexes. In other words, you pull up the front door and you're looking at 2 doors. You go around to the back of that same building, you're looking at 2 more doors.
Okay.
And then there is an office to go as an apartment manager's apartment in it. So there's 25 rentable units.
Okay.
And that one is sort of on a mixed up partnership. There's 3 of us in on it. And the 3 of us do have some other stuff together. But everything else is a third, and a third. And this one is a half and a half. He owns the half, and then me and my daughter are a half.
Okay.
So we're selling 48. We're building 48 new units up at Humboldt. And of course, we're scrambling for money to do that with. And this might be one that we would sell and get us some cash money to go towards the new one. And it would also clear up that confusing partnership.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. I like it. Hey, thank you much. This afternoon, I'm going to communicate with you, and we'll see if we can come to something that's close and reasonable. How's that sound? All right?
Sounds good.
Hey,
and, I'm not sure. My daughter sent me because I actually was expecting another call today, which we were going to turn that person down, but I was going to offer them in lieu of the one that they had asked about. And they had asked about another one in Humboldt that we got. But anyway, I can't get that thing to come up on my phone, so I might ask her to send it to me again. I don't know. She takes care of all the numbers now.
Well, that's good. It's good to have a family business like that, too. Well, let me do this. Let me get back to you. I'm going to crunch some numbers in just a couple minutes, and I'll text you. And we'll see. We may be talking this afternoon, okay?
Sounds great. Thanks.
All right. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Another great job, Dan.
You know, my wife called, too. Should I do that with my wife right here? She called.
All right.
That would be good. Yeah.
Good.
That is the kind of guy you want to go sit down at the Denny's to breakfast with, right?
Yeah.
If there's you're supposed to ask him when you ask the vintage of the property. You're supposed to say, "What was your vintage?"
Yeah. He sounds older, and it sounds like his wife, his daughter's in it. So
and the
he's
older
probably
they
ready
are,
to sell.
the older they are, the cooler they are to talk to, but
They
also
are.
the longer they want to talk. But my biggest takeaway is, man,
just
how this works. Like, I would give both of those deals low probability to go anywhere. But you met a guy. I mean, you could probably learn a ton from that guy if you did just have a few more conversations. But the fact we had a VA calling, and 2 calls, 2 connects, 2 offers we can get. Again, they probably won't work. But I would have asked.
Chief Discouraging Officer.
But you need someone like that all the time.
Exactly.
So there is a role for that.
I'm not a gambling
No
man.
deal's better than a bad deal.
No, you got to follow through. We already showed
yeah,
that. You got to keep in touch with this guy for 12. No, the second one, a lot more higher probability. The first guy.
Yeah.
So-
I think the first guy's a little unrealistic. But
But-
you know what?
but
Let's let Jack do his
But
thing.
I would like to have gotten a number from him. You know, when he said, "I don't know, you called me. I don't know what I'm asking." Oh, were you talking about $50,000 a door, or $100,000 a door, or $150,000 a door? And he'll say,
but-
that will jar his memory a lot of times.
Yeah. I would not ask that, because as soon as he says something, he owns it. right? And I want to tell him what it is versus him. He says 100,000 a door. Well, it probably is not worth it. That's so I would actually not ask the question until I'm ready for the response. Because when a person speaks something, now they got to save face, right? So you be careful.
Well, when you're 2 for 2, I'd probably figure out if I'm going to waste my time.
Well, then that may be.
But that's very rare. They're going to be
1.2.
2 for 2.
You're right. Maybe not force a price out of him, but at least say, sure, don't want to waste your time. He said he gets a ton of calls, but evidently he likes getting calls. It's just that's amazing.
Yeah, maybe too.